My name is Erika Glick, and I am the parent of 2 children in Katona-Lewisboro who presently attend the Windward School, as KES was not willing to teach them to read. But I'm not here tonight to talk about my own children. I'm here to talk about our children, the children in this community who are not being taught to read like my children, but also who don't have the same advantages or the same kind of resources available to them that other children in our district have. These are the children in our district who are not learning to read, who are suffering, who are being disadvantaged because our district is not meeting their needs appropriately. This is a problem I've tried to address innumerable times and in multiple ways. And tonight I want to give some very clear steps that are risk-free and cost-free. First, we just have to look around. Bedford Central School District. Last week, there was pretty groundbreaking news regarding evidence-based literacy instruction, exactly what I've been advocating for in Katona-Lewisboro for years. I'll read from their resolution for you. Their superintendent will provide their board with a recommendation for a comprehensive reading literacy curriculum aligned with the science of reading by December 23. This shall include a plan to implement such curriculum for the 24-25 school year and beyond. This resolution also includes appropriate professional development because, as I've been saying to you time and time again, this isn't about the curriculum. This is first and foremost about teacher education and support. I'll also add that Bedford Central has a literacy committee, something that I've advocated for over a year. We agree that a school board shouldn't be in charge of making curriculum decisions independent from the professionals. However, the issue at hand isn't about the curriculum. It's about the educational malpractice that happens with damage to children that have with an unfair disadvantage and unfair advantages afforded by people who have money. All of our students in this district matter, not just the ones with financial means. Our students deserve better, and that is a board responsibility. Our board can utilize their oversight role to dig deeper, to establish a literacy committee, to review the evidence, and to teach every child in our district to read. I'd like to hear from our board tonight as to our plans to establish such a committee and to make a similar recommendation as our neighbors in Bedford Central. Some folks may want to deflect these calls for change by suggesting that our district has stronger scores than some other districts and a population with a lower rate of complex needs. Less English language learners, families with higher finances. But let's examine for a moment our recent New York State ELA assessment data. It seems as though we're satisfied that only 25% of our students can't read at a proficient level. I suppose it's better than the rest of the state, which falls around 50%, but certainly nothing to celebrate. Every child should be able to read, period. It seems as though we're satisfied that approximately 2/3 of our students with IEPs cannot read proficiently. 2/3. Have we completely thrown in the towel on our students with IEPs? It seems we're satisfied that only half of our economically disadvantaged students can read. Again, shameful. Which leads me to my next point. I sent each trustee a link to the Emily Hanford Sold a Story podcast. Ms. Hanford is a nationally recognized education reporter for American Public Media. She's put out several outstanding pieces over the years, shining a light on the dysfunction that is reading instruction in our country, the shameful, ineffective reading instruction to which we are not immune. This podcast was exceptional and very easy to understand, albeit embarrassing. Realizing that learning to read has become a rich man's game. Children in our district who struggle simply get tutored. Our tutors have packed schedules before and after school. Katona-Lewisboro is depending on the fact that parents address these issues on their own, out of their own pockets. We are depending on our parents to do that here. Guess who isn't getting tutored? Our economically disadvantaged students. And only half of those students can read proficiently. I think we can connect the dots. How can we ever talk about equity and inclusion if we don't teach every single child to read, a skill which is essential to success in our society? Finally, I'm here because I want to be sure to wish Miss Ford well. This is a bookend experience for me, as my very first Board of Ed meeting was in March 2018, when Katona-Lewisboro announced Miss Ford's appointment. Along those lines, I hope our district will cast a wide net for candidates, and I hope they will be cognizant of the candidates' grasp of reading research. Also, a wide net for our hiring committee. I hope will extend outside of our PTOs and our parent council, as unfortunately, these organizations do not include all interested parties, nor do they have the background knowledge. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.